Good evening and welcome to Citizen Weekend Sports. My name is Wahiga Mwaura. We kick off with some unfortunate news, of course, and Lillian actually went for the break talking about Harambee Stars, and her sentiments, of course, reflect the sentiments of many, because Kenya was bundled out of the African Nations Championship qualifiers without scoring a goal after a frustrating goalless draw in the second leg against Ethiopia in Nairobi. Kenya had numerous chances in the first half, with Ali Abondo missing a clear opportunity in the 17th and 26th minutes. The Gor Mahia danger man was again a threat to the opposition just before the break, but his free kick hit a wall of Ethiopian players.
Target. And the fans do love that. By Michael Olunga, would you believe, coming all the way to defense as well. Another shot stopped by Boniface Oluocha.
Having some other different ideas.
The tourists nearly scored on the counter, but Bihaila, a safer shot went into the stands. In the second half, a double save by Boniface Oluocha kept the score sheet clean for the hosts, but they squandered the best chance after 60 minutes when Abondo bungled his penalty spot kick. Abondo's miss deflected the Kenyan camp and he was soon substituted, but the rest of the match was a carbon copy of missed chances, but no goals were forthcoming. The Ethiopians are through to the next round, 2-0 on aggregate, while Kenya are out.
But we weren't happy with the referee. Too many unnecessary calls on us, but we handled it well. The players handled it well. I think we deserve to go to the next round.
It's disappointing we can't score penalties. If we'd have scored both our penalties, we would have qualified. As it stands, we're out because we never scored them. And it's disappointing.
Well, even before the story ran, people were sending us feedback on 22422. I'm going to read one SMS here real quick. Rispa from Eldoret says, it's high time Harambee Stars were sent home. It's a big shame to lose two penalties in our own country. Yet they are being paid. Enough is enough. I'd like to challenge Rispa to also tell us what should be done if you send Harambee Stars home. How does Kenya, or how will Kenya be represented in the championship? So just send us your feedback, and I'll try and read one or two other SMSs at the end of this bulletin. But meanwhile, in other news now, the Samurai Wakulima is the team to beat at the Masaku Sevens after registering huge victories in their group games earlier today at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County. Now, in their first match against Kilunda RFC, the Samurai led 17-0 at the break and more than tripled the scoreline in the second half to seal the match 54-0. In their second game, Samurai was one try converted, shy of replicating the same scoreline against Mean Machine. In other results, Nakuru beat Pirates 24-7. Homeboys obliterated JKU at Karen 40-0 as the French Froggies left a bad taste in Kisumu's mouth, beating their opponents 38-0. Tapio Laukanen, remember that name. He just won the Eldoret Rally with a dominant display and avoided the car trouble that rocked several other drivers. The first casualty was Galib Haji, who rolled in CS2. Paras Pandya was forced out in CS3 when his rear differential became bent. Ian Duncan was forced to retire after 12 kilometers in the first stage before Alistair Kavanagh withdrew at CS3 due to gearbox problems. In the same stage, Piero Canabo found the going tough as he found himself in the river, but he escaped unhurt at CS3. Laukanen's car stood firm to propel him to the top ahead of Rajbi Rai, who finished second, and Jas Mangat, who came in third. Quentin Mitchell settled for fourth, missing out on a top three finish by only 4 seconds. Well, Kenya lost to Egypt 43-18 in their third game of the 11th edition of the Women's Youth Championship, a match played this evening at the Kasarani Stadium. Egypt maintained a lead throughout the game, ending the first half at 24-7 and finally securing their win moments into the second half. In previous matches, Kenya lost her first match to Angola, a whopping 46-15, while she drew her second game with Congo 22-22. Kenya will face Congo for the return leg match on Monday at 5 p.m. at the same venue. Well, let's now cross the borders, where Peru finished third in the Copa America with a 2-0 victory over Paraguay in the third and fourth place playoff. Andre Carrillo and Paulo Guerrero scored the 2 goals. Later tonight, from 11 p.m., Chile host Argentina in the historic final. We say historic because a win for Chile would be their first title ever in the tournament. Here are the highlights.
Corner for Peru. by Guerrero. And he partially cleared though. It's a perfect finish into the corner. Andre Carrillo breaks the deadlock in the third place playoff. Headed out to Carrillo, who was leaning backwards there. Struck it first time, unconventional. He's been outstanding. We have support arriving here. We've got men in the middle queuing up as well. Oh, Guerrero's got his goal. Peru surely have settled it now. Paulo Guerrero, top scorer. And they will be bronze medal winners again.
Well, we stay across the borders where Lukas Podolski completed his transfer from Arsenal to Galatasaray earlier today after the Turkish club agreed to a fee of around £2.85 million, that's roughly 441 million Kenya shillings, to finally land their man during the fourth attempt. The German striker signed his contract in front of fans of the Istanbul side, who won the domestic league last season and have snared the 30-year-old, having tracked him for 3 years.
Okay. Sign. Okay.
Meanwhile, the U.S. women's national soccer team put in a late training session yesterday ahead of their World Cup final rematch with Japan. The United States women have not won soccer's top prize since 1999, and this match is all about avenging their loss to Japan in the 2011 World Cup final, where they fell on penalties after the game finished 2-2 after extra time. The team appear to be in high spirits as they work through the training session, most likely the continued euphoria after knocking out top-ranked Germany 2-0. And finally, the Highlanders are the 2015 Super Rugby champions after beating the Hurricanes in a nail-biting 21-14 final Super Rugby match played late this morning. Here are the highlights.
The Rugby Trophy for 2015, your champion Highlanders.
Well, that's it from the sports desk. My name is Wahiga Mwaura. Trying to see if we've gotten any more feedback regarding the Harambee Stars. Sadiq from Malindi also echoing what Rispa from Ethiopia said, that a change needs to be made in the national team with that. So just keep sending your feedback, and of course we'll definitely compile them and also hand them over to the team and see what can be done about that. But of course everyone feeling that it could have been better, but also we'd like to hear from the players and the coach on what exactly happened in that. But right now, that's all from the sports desk. Time for Fashion Watch. Use the hashtag Fashion Watch. They're going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in the world of fashion. So keep it Citizen TV.